I think one of the kind of important aspects of this, and really it's just about the kind of topic of experience and experience within our practitioners. I think one of the fantastic things that I've seen personally in both the Development Matters and the Education Inspection Framework last year is it feels like it's putting a little bit more trust back into staffing teams to do what they think is right for their children. But what we've heard a lot from in the questions that came in today is that one of the things that was really useful about, for example, tick listing Development Matters is that it helps to support inexperienced practitioners who are maybe kind of learning the ropes for the very first time. So I suppose it's kind of a very general question, but it's just to say, what can we do to make sure that all practitioners are kind of being supported, to make sure that they get to the stage where they can truly understand their children to the extent that, Ofsted expects to see?
Okay, yeah, no, that's a really interesting question, and yeah, something that we've given a lot of thought to, and in terms of what developing the education inspection framework, and we know that it's really important for practitioners to know their children. Just building on what Julian's been saying, getting to know your children, but actually, there's various tools out there, aren't there, in terms of using Development Matters as that way of checking that actually I'm a little worried about how one of my key children, their speech and development, etc., and thinking about how best to support that child. I don't think that in terms of one of the things we've looked at for the education inspection framework is very much around how settings support their newer staff in terms of their continued professional development. What is it that's happening? What are they doing to support staff to be able to use and develop their professional judgments, their knowledge around individual children, and to get that understanding of where children should be at a certain point in time, and those kind of checkpoints. For example, it might be that thinking about is that something that we need to look at in terms of our current system, and as Julian says, and as you've said, Matt, there's time now for providers to think about the systems that they've got in place and how best to support their staff in making sure that the children in their settings get to where they want them to be in terms of the curriculum that they've got on offer and the progress that children make during their time with them. Because we know what practitioners do it can make such a difference to a child's early education and set them off on the right path.